Uh,
Mhm.
Time is love now.
I don't know what this thing is called.
Oh, try to hook
Whatever.
it in.
It doesn't. It's not gonna work. It's gonna piss me off because it's new and it puts me in a fucking thing. It's gonna be a pain in my ass. Foggy plays some good music.
Has this been going on? How long has this been going on? Well, you're friends with the fancy persuasion. Don't admit that it's part of a scheme. But I can't help but have my suspicion. 'Cause I ain't quite as dumb as I seem. And you said you was never intending to break up our scene in this way. But there ain't any use in pretending it could happen to us any day. How long has this been going on? How long has this been going on? Oh, your friends with the fancy persuasion don't admit that it's part of a scheme. But I can't help but have my suspicion. 'Cause I ain't quite as dumb as I seem. Oh, you said you was never intending to break up the scene in this way. But there ain't any use in pretending it could happen to us any day. And how long has this been going
Going
on?
on.
How long has this
It's
been
been
going
going
on?
on.
How long has this been going on? How long has this been going on?
How long has this been going on? I'd like to meet those guys one day. Ace. That'd be fun. You remember all those bands you grew up listening to, Ryan? Wouldn't you like to have met them when you were younger? And maybe his headphones aren't working yet. Oh, all by my lonesome in here. He's on, but he's not. I like our font. It's
What are you
cool.
talking about? He's
Huh?
on, but he's nuts. I'm
What do you
here.
say about nuts? You're there. Nice. I didn't know if you
I
got
always get
the
nuts for
headphones working.
Christmas, dude. Everybody gets nuts for Christmas, don't they?
Yeah, kind of like Craig.
Mi- Mixed nuts.
Yeah.
Get mixed nuts.
Yeah.
Crazy. Deluxe mixed nuts. That's what I get. That's what I got right here. Here.
Ah, we can't see what you hear.
You can see it now.
Let's put your nuts on the screen. You ready?
See? My nuts. There's my nuts. Get
Ooh.
off my nuts. They're deluxe. Yep. The good shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know the Planners family has to be rich as hell, don't you think?
Somebody's getting rich off that shit because I eat a lot of it, bro. Whenever I can afford it, I go and I buy a fucking big thing and I eat the whole thing. My head. Or at least the stuff I want out of there.
Do you like our decor?
Right?
Do you see Santa Claus in the window over here? Candles burning,
Yeah,
mistletoe.
I see that goofy ass shit. Yes, I see it. I ignore it because it triggers me.
And Troll
Even though I
doesn't.
know it's part it.
She can't stand nuts, dude.
Can't stand what.
But
But
she can't stand nuts.
Oh, really?
Truth girl. Yeah, she said she
Okay.
can't do it. I'm loving today. So, how's everybody's Christmas? Be honest, be truthful, be brutal.
Well, I feel shitty because I never get my wife anything except I clean the house for her. I clean the shit out of the house, and I do whatever she wants me
Yeah.
to do for the 2 days after Christmas. So,
Wow.
like, I did the dishes and all that shit for her, and helped her cook and barbecued steak and everything. I do whatever she asks me to. I love her.
Well, dude, you should come over here. I got a lot of stuff that needs to be done too.
Sure you do, but you don't live
Oh
close
yeah.
enough, dude. Sorry. If you live down the street, I might come over and help you, but.
She
Okay,
wants
this
something
thing
sweet.
said-
See, like prime rib, dude. Can you make a prime rib? I'll make a good prime rib, actually. How long does it take to make a prime rib, you ask? Well, it takes a couple hours at least. It depends on the size of the prime rib. Oh, come on, Truth. It's not the same as every day. People dress up in weird outfits and hand out gifts. That's not the same as every day. That's funny. Oh, you want to listen to Mr. Cheswick's new what? I can't hear you.
What?
You're robot.
I know. Hang on.
We're
Oh,
hanging.
probably because my signal sucked out.
Are those your new headphones you're wearing?
Yeah. You see them?
Yeah. Hey, Mikey.
They're the same as the ones that I had before that the wires got loose inside. So I'm probably going to take them apart and then hot glue the cords to, the headset part cords that are in there on the board. I'm going to super glue them so that they won't fall off because they come loose from being pulled on. And these things, I don't know why all the other ones never break that way, but I've had them go out like the speaker. But it's still not saying that it's connected. I'm trying to figure out why.
Truth knows how to cook. I got to go over to her house. She's making prime rib.
Come on, connect, honey. I want to connect.
I have no idea. Well, while you're connected,
Can't
I'll play
connect.
Mr.
Can't
Cheswick's
connect.
latest.
Why can't it connect? I don't understand.
I have no
Doesn't mean
idea.
it can't connect. What does that mean? Details.
Well, give us a rundown.
Maybe if I just delete it and then start it over.
Oh, you could do that. Probably work. I'm going to share Mr. Cheswick's latest opera he put out. It has 2 stars that most of you might know. It's Brenda and some guy that looks like Darwin's picture of evolution. You can connect the dots, I hope. And we say hi to Brenda and Sean Hawkins.
I wanted to go to Antarctica to see the light in the sky. I couldn't get through customs. So now I'll tell you why. My username is Brent, and I'm from the YouTube chat. But I'll be one girl who claims the earth is flat. Suitcase packed, passport in hand, I checked at the desk. The check-in lady said to me, "Brenda, is that address?" Disgustingly, I answered, "Don't you know who I am? I'm Brenda from the YouTube chat. Refer to me as ma'am." She's Brenda from the YouTube chat. Refer to her as ma'am.
There, now I got it working.
Oh, that sounds better. Are you watching this opera? Nice.
YouTube chat discuss.
She's Brenda from the YouTube chat. Refer to her as ma'am. She's Brenda from the YouTube chat. Refer to her as ma'am.
Brandy, what you doing here? Antarctica, I pray.
Sean Hawkins here from YouTube. I'm
flying out today. Sean, you're going nowhere. Antarctica, no Perth. We're banned from flying out, dear boy. The chicken girls are fluff. You're banned from flying out, dear boy. The chicken girls are fluff.
Wow, Mr. Cheswick went out.
He's been
Mikey.
flying out. Dear boy, the chicken girls are fluff. You'll be going home where sun Antarctica no Perth. You're back from flying out. Dear boy, she claims the earth is flat. Sean, you're coming home with me. We're trolling in the chat.
Oh, that was excellent, wasn't it? I didn't know what to expect with the.
Oh boy.
I got sent this earlier.
Hold on, let's cut Leo off. Sorry,
Oh boy.
we've already watched that. I know
Leo?
that was yeah. We already reviewed the Leo video. He did. It was about Jaron and how he denied
Yeah. I
reality.
think I saw it. I think I saw it. Yeah, I went. 200
Anthony's
subscribers
got
right on the notes. So. Is that what we're here for?
Well, we
Right
are.
on the notes.
This
Yeah.
is our best foot forward, dude. I know.
Right on.
And guess who our
Like-
guess who our 200 subscriber was? Take a guess.
I don't
I
know.
know him personally. Paula.
Yeah.
Bible you?
Paula?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Really.
I'm shocked.
I know.
Right on. Hi, Paula, if you're out there.
I don't know if she's watching right now. It's Christmas.
I know, but she might watch later. Well, she
You
does.
never know.
Yep.
Nice to have Paula on with Bible U. I've been subscribed to her for a long time. She doesn't put out much
Yeah.
content.
She hasn't lately. No, she hasn't lately.
Trollette, are you rolling? Where are you rolling to? Rolling down the stairs.
Maybe she's
No,
taking some
no.
healthy drugs
No.
and
Yeah.
she's rolling.
Sure.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I don't know,
Rolling,
that's what I heard.
rolling.
Yeah,
That's
someone
what they
told me
used to
that.
call
That's
it
what they
back.
call that. Yeah,
Yeah.
when you
Ah.
fry on whatever they call that.
It's something with. It looks like almost
Molly
like
or whatever they call it.
It's not
Molly or whatever they call it. Something like that.
But back in the day, it was
Ecstasy,
called
ecstasy or whatever. Yeah.
MDMA, ecstasy. That's fine.
70% humidity. Well, you ain't saying much in that, are you?
No, I mean I used to sell
Hey,
this
Dr.
shit
Ebales.
back in the day, and I wanted to take a look at Jaron's goodbye from Antarctica stream right quick. He's got footage there. We can look through it if you want to. Yeah. This is a stream he did right before he left. You know, he did a live stream, which they should have been working more like on that live stream of the 24-hour sun, because I don't even see it there in the sky. Do you? Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's get it going. Oh, he actually shows the sun right off the bat. There's Mr. Sun. That looks really shifty as it is. Oh, there's the sun now. Look at
Oh, there's a huge delay, huh?
him. Yeah.
I'm still waiting to see my ugly face on the TV. I mean, on the screen.
Yeah, that's the TV.
It's
You
still
might
not-
as well be now.
No, I mean, it's on, my computer screen. I'm watching a live stream. But there I am. Damn, that took like, what, 40 seconds or something?
Yeah,
Look
dude.
at how old my neck. I look like an old man with that neck sticking. Damn, that looks creepy. Maybe I shouldn't hold the phone there. Yeah,
Stop
sorry,
holding the
everybody.
phone.
Well, I'm wearing. You want to see what I'm wearing underneath? You guys are gonna kick out of this. See my Grinchmas? My Grinchmas clothes.
Here, let me put you on the screen so everybody can look at
I'm
your
wearing the
little
whole outfit. See, wearing the whole outfit. See,
Nice.
my Grinchmas. My Grinchmas. Somebody bought me this for Christmas a couple years ago, so I wear it every year whenever it's Christmas Day.
No, you're gonna scare the kids, dude.
No, I'm not. I doubt it. No, I got my jammies on. I ain't worried about it. If you're offended by that, something's wrong with you. I'm covered. No worries.
You remember Dave Letterman back in the day? Whenever something would offend him, he would always say, "You're scaring the kids." Don't scare
Oh yeah, that's right.
them.
Okay, now I get it.
The
I get
kids
the
love it. My name's not David Letterman, but I used to watch him when I was a kid. I thought he
It's
was.
too late for me, but not for you. How would you know? Wait a minute. How would you know? Well, yeah, because you only see one. You don't see it when you don't. You're not speaking and then waiting for you to hear it. But I'm not listening to it. I'm just looking at the
Hey,
picture.
if you
But
want,
it's
if you want
funny
to know
because
what it's like,
I don't pay a lot of
but
attention to what I look like when I'm on here. I try to like ignore it because I know like you're gonna see me in some awkward moment where you're gonna see up my nose or something gross. It's like I'm trying to avoid it, but how can I really see? There I go again, forgetting which camera I'm holding on to here.
eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Anyway.
No,
Well, no,
truth.
I'm
If you want
looking
to
at
know
the
what
screen and that's confusing me. Shit, I can't make
I'm
any
trying to
stand up
trying
here.
to say something and you cut me off
I'm
every
sorry,
time.
say it. I know I
Welcome
keep
to
doing it. My bad.
you can't. You are. Hey, Truth Roll. You want to know what it's like to be in studio? You can come back here and you can see yourself delayed right now. Yeah. Like, how long did it take to happen on YouTube? When I start the show, I usually have this YouTube playing, so I know when it starts, and it takes like 30 seconds to 45 seconds
Only
before it
30.
even starts. Yeah.
And then after a while, it catches up. Yeah, but it takes a while. It's like it's testing you out to make sure you're not going to do something crazy and say some crazy thing or put some crazy thing on there that they don't want. And then
Well,
as
like
time goes
pork
by, they
bomb the
press
hell
you
out of
more and
people.
more, and then by the end of the show, they don't really care. They're not really paying attention
No.
because they just assume
So
you haven't done anything dumb yet. Then why would you?
this stuff that he starts off with, it starts off in the letterbox first, and then he goes to he doesn't go to landscape when he's down there. So this is his last stream from Antarctica when he left, Mr. Jaron Campanella. I would call him a traitor.
Oh,
Yeah.
or something.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna,
Like,
well,
all right, I'm gonna come
he's
in through the computer so I don't have to do this with the
okay.
phone.
All right, I'll start playing his little video while you do that.
I look stupid. I'm watching myself going, damn it. Why do I do that? How do I not be myself though? Like, how do I not act like me? Like a dork, you know?
No,
Just who I
she doesn't
am.
want to come in here and see herself on TV. Come on, Truth. You don't want to
Well,
do that.
yeah,
Come
of
on.
course.
You get weird. It gets weird after a while. You get used to
Well,
hearing your own voice when you listen to the stream.
just how do you know it's a girl? Are you sure? Kidding. Okay.
We've had this conversation, I think, a couple times.
I
But
know. I'm fucking around though. But you don't really know. I mean, until you see the person live, right? Until you really see them, you don't really fucking know.
that video
Maybe
she gave
maybe it
me
was a
about.
joke, like some people's name. Somebody says it as a joke, and like Rookie. That's my nickname. That's where I got from continuation school, right? That's what everybody called me back then. Like this
They did.
kid, he was a pothead, and he like did acid all the time, and he got me to do acid with him the first time, and so he took me out, or not the first time, but second time anyway. But we had a good time together, and he goes, man, you know what, Ryan, you're like a rookie, bro. You're like, you know how to do everything, but you're not good at anything. And he just laughed at me. I thought that was the funniest. That was the coolest name I ever got. Like I've gotten all kinds of bad nicknames through school and childhood, but that was like the coolest one where he actually thought I was, that sounded cool. Everybody thought that was a cool name, right? Because Sean said it, right? Because Sean was this cool kid. Anyway, so that's
Well,
why I started out with Rookie.
Dr. E says you look fine, dude. So
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it.
there you go.
Okay, now
Can't
why
worry
can't I
about it.
get
Are you going to the computer now?
Yeah, I'm gonna switch over. I mean, it's not a. I mean, I think the camera is actually better on my phone than it is on the computer. But at least I don't have to hold it, and I can just adjust it and not worry about you looking at my nose every time I don't remember to hold the camera.
Well, nobody wants to see up your nose, dude. Promise.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't. Yeah, I'm positive they don't. I don't want to look at my nose, but I have to.
It probably
sometimes.
it
It's
looks the
trim, but
same as everybody else's nose, dude.
yeah, it's just full of boogers and all that. Yeah, I know. It's not locker. Yeah,
I don't unless you clean your nose out daily. It's probably
I do, but everybody would think it was gross because I pick my nose all the time, but I don't necessarily eat it. I just pick my nose a lot. It's just a bad habit because I don't like anything being in there that it bothers me. It's always has. Since I was a little tiny kid, I'm honestly picking my nose.
That's why God gave Craig fingers, dude.
Well, God would have made my fingers too big if He didn't mean for me to pick my nose. And I don't pick it till it bleeds or nothing. I just can't stand there being stuff dried up in there, and it itches and it drives me crazy. It's got to be clean in there, bro. Even when I get a runny nose, it drives me nuts. I'm constantly rubbing the snot off on something because I can't stand for it to be in there. You don't like it. It's like I'm not used to it. I don't like stuff being in my nose. Why won't this load, dude? What's going on? I think the internet.
One more quarter, we're kind of doing a celebration here. It's our 200 sub stream, and we're just going to cover the basic topic.
Oh, that's right. We weren't really explaining what the fuck we were doing. Sorry about that, guys.
Well, the keys in the title. We're putting our best foot forward, like picking your nose and what else you got
Yeah,
going on?
yeah, of course. I mean,
Scratching
you
your
gotta
ass.
know. I mean, now I'm full of shit, so you gotta know everything about me. You gotta know I pick my nose and anything else you need to know before that way I don't have to get embarrassed later when you find out. It says, okay, yeah, I'm not worried about parent channels. So we started the works now.
And after we get done with half of it, I'm going to start juggling balls later.
Make sure you have an active connection and it's not blocked by the firewall. What? What the fuck is going on?
I have no idea, dude.
Oh, I bet you it's because I'm on already. That's probably what Restream.
Probably.
Maybe it's they're not wanting me to use two different because I've been doing that a lot. Even though it's the same account, but it just pops up differently because I did one on my phone and one. So hold on, let me try coming out of here.
Well, get on it. I'll play Jaren's video while you do that. We're going to say bye to Antarctica from Jaren Campanella. And he's wearing his Burton beanie, too. I think they may have took a trip to the bay, but they had to manufacture the 24-hour sun. From what it looks like, there's some odd things that happen with it. And they didn't allow the Austin and Jaren to actually do a lot like they let the Clovies do. So there's some problems with it. Now let's hear what he had to say on his way out. We'll take a look at the video too. Oh,
I don't know how I screwed up again and did it the wrong way. Anyway, I'm not going to fix it. Just wanted to say goodbye to this treacherous, hellacious, cold, miserable, fucking forsaken, godforsaken land.
it doesn't look that cold to me. What do you think, Brian? You think it looks cold, frigid, desolate? Oh no. And you can walk around shirtless there too. Well, you're getting feedback on the audio, but just static. Are you trying to say something? Or are you trying to hook it up?
You talking to me?
Yeah, you. Oh, it works. There you go.
Talking about
Yeah.
static.
Well,
Again,
yeah, like
I don't know.
No. Listen, it goes like shh.
Really?
No, it's not bad. Just a little, it's like a hum.
Turn the shit down 100 times.
I know.
Turn the fucker down.
Is that the heater?
No heater on now.
Yes, I am, Jax. I'm going south next year, buddy. It's going to be fun. Me and the 24-hour sun. We're out here having fun in the 24-hour sun.
Somebody besides you, I don't know.
Well, I'm hoping to get Nathan Thompson to
Why
go
am I
along
hearing
with us.
myself?
I don't know. Can you get an echo? You need an audio man, dude. I need to come over to your house, hook it all up, make it work for you.
Nothing wrong with my audio. It's just the same way. It's always nothing wrong. No idea why you're hearing anything. Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know neither, but I know good grounds and shielding actually have a lot to do with the feedback.
I don't know what else to tell you. I just don't know what to say. Unless the wire's bad or something.
When you're talking, it sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, so I hear some static, but I don't hear it well enough to understand where it's coming from. I always thought it was just because I'm turned up too loud. There, is that working?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, maybe the fucking wire, maybe the plug is bad, man. That's bullshit, man. That's gonna irritate me. I mean, I get it wasn't expensive, but Jesus.
It's the shielding on it, dude. It needs
I know. It's just cheap and it doesn't fit in there tight because it's fucking metric or some shit, and it's matching up with some other bullshit they bought from China. So who knows? Yeah, I know how it works.
So you didn't answer the question. Like, do you think it's does that look like a frigid area? Like it's like really bad? Not really. There's snow on the ground. Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
We don't know that's snow.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be sand or snow, either one, right?
Yeah. Well, I think this.
What's odd to me is that it's perfectly flat. It's manicured, right? And I'm trying to figure out why would they go to all that trouble to manicure it just for one little section that they were going to videotape on. I don't.
No, it's like that year round, dude. They don't. That place is there. You
So
can go
basically,
there.
they do that to keep the cracks from forming, right? Is basically what they're telling you. Is that they've got to constantly push the snow over and then constantly cover it up to keep a pack over those big gaps in the ground that supposedly form.
The crevasses is what
Yeah, the crevices or whatever crevasse, whatever the fuck they call it.
the crevasses can go up to 20 miles to deeper, man. They're huge.
No, I know they can turn and they can go different directions. I know it's like basically a big giant piece of ice that splits in half and then separates or whatever.
So yeah,
As the ice gets colder and colder, it like dries out or whatever, and it gets
and
smaller.
it splits.
Yeah, right, exactly. Shears or whatever. So because it's constantly still a liquid, just in a frozen state, it slows it down, but it doesn't.
Hold on.
Glass, glass is a liquid, right? Did you know that? I always thought that was fascinating. Like someone told me that. They're like, no, glass is a liquid. If you put it in a window and you leave it there for 30 years, it will actually get thicker at the bottom because it's literally a liquid. I was like, I did not know that. They're like, yeah, they just slow it down by adding chemicals and stuff like that to the
Yeah.
silica. And I was like, I did not fucking know that.
Huh.
Yeah, fascinating. You can learn something new every day. Well, I mean, I learned that when I worked for the company I worked for. I thought it was pretty fascinating.
Well, you know how you make flat glass, right?
Yeah. They literally stretch it.
Well, they pour it in the water and they let it.
Yeah, and they float. Yeah, I know. Basically, it floats, and then they run it through a machine, and they keep it hot. The machine keeps it hot, and it just keeps flattening it out until it's the right thickness, and then they cut it.
Well, no. Here's how the real if you
They
go
roll
to
it
like
to
a
make
big factory,
or
they don't have to. They roll it to make it smooth.
glue
they-
chip.
they-
They actually glue shit to it and then rip it off with a machine, and that's what causes that glue chip look.
yeah, if you're doing that, but
I don't know everything, but I did work for a shower company, so I mean I know a little. I know the
real
thicknesses.
real flat glass. They put liquid mercury in the water or tin, and you can actually, tin. They put lighter fluids in it, and it levels out. Then they pour the molten glass on top of it, and it floats.
Oh, I see. So the metal keeps it flat so that it doesn't bubble or wrinkle or rub.
Yeah, it does it naturally, dude.
But I know that like the texturing they put on it, like when they make it like satin or whatever, they just run it through a machine that puts little dimples in the glass.
Yeah,
or whatever they do, they spray shit on it or whatever chemicals.
that's one of the things that. What was the guy's name? He's an OG flat earther. He actually showed glass manufacturing. He shows how the water actually keeps its level, and basically, if you can make glass, big panes of glass beyond recognition, dude.
And they're always
In tubs of water and liquid tin. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
yeah, it's literally part of how they do it. Like if it wasn't for flat water, they wouldn't be able to make glass perfectly straight. They'd have to bend it and run it through machines, which they don't necessarily have to do. But I'm saying they do it anyway because that's how they temper it. Is they squash it and then they heat it up and they cool it, heat it up, they do shit to it, and it makes it temper so that it shatters instead of sharding and cutting the crap out of you. Little tiny pieces
let's get-
in close spots, but it won't.
Off the glass subject, let's go back to Ed Jaren's live.
Oh boy. I know
It
more.
has
Uh,
no human.
Oh, he's
no
robot.
human being should-
He,
and I can't even imagine what it's.
That's shitty video too. Look at that, dude.
But why would it be if he just took a recording and then just uploaded it? Then why would it be all?
No, he did. He did this live, dude.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. If he can do lives now,
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that happens in a warehouse. I mean, you go to any warehouse and you're going to find spots in the warehouse where it doesn't work, right? Your internet.
Yeah.
gets cut off.
I know.
So I mean,
You
could be.
but,
anywhere. You could be
I'm going to
anywhere.
be honest with you. I think they're down somewhere near Antarctica or at the glacier, but they did not film a Midnight Sun, no matter what you want to cut it with.
Yeah.
They got shitty. I'm going to have to deal with this when I go down there. If they don't have streaming capabilities, it's going to be really hard to get a full Midnight Sun.
If
You
you
know,
stay in one place, I mean, it seems to me like when he was in one spot, he was fine. He keeps walking around like he's deliberately doing it. You know what I mean? Like just
well, he's a Neanderthal, right? He actually tried to boil water in an oven to misprove Nathan Oakley. It's not
Bro,
science.
I
Water,
bake shit all the time in a casserole dish and it boils, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. You can boil water in the fucking
dude.
oven.
I think he set his oven for 350 and stuck it in
Okay,
there,
well,
and he
that's a little
watched
bit
it for
different.
hours.
What do you?
They,
Yeah, it might take hours before it starts to bubble, but eventually it will boil. I guess. I don't see why it wouldn't.
I think he got frustrated with it.
I mean, you don't. But it boils at 186 degrees. I mean, it shouldn't take 350 to even get it boiling. It might take a long time to get there, but
Yeah,
I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying. Unless you have convection or something blowing on it, like it might not. But yeah, more than likely it's going to evaporate out of there. But if you got a whole casserole dish full of water, I doubt highly you're going to evaporate all that water in the time it takes to boil it. No, it's going to boil.
he was getting really scientific with. He got like a ceramic dish, and he got a glass dish, and he got a metal pan. And oh god, it was horrible.
Got him dope by getting through all that. Huh? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, this was after he said rocks cause or the causation of waterfalls are rocks. That was his hypothesis
Right.
when it comes to waterfalls.
Because things don't erode, right? So the rocks just make everything stuck there, so it causes the waterfall. Is that what he means? I guess he kind of
I
makes
don't know, dude. We were trying to teach him the
It makes
scientific
logical
method.
sense when you think about
Does it? Now think about
Oh,
that.
well.
Now the actual cause
That might be
of a waterfall would be the flow of water, right?
it. He's trying to find its
Yeah.
level. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Obviously, he doesn't want to admit that if he's a glober, right? Or if he's having trouble. No one
He's
would.
having he doesn't want science to prove anything.
Oh, I
He
see.
hate
So he just
he-
doesn't
he-
want either story to be true. He just wants it to be something besides what we've been arguing about. 'Cause he's tired of the argument. Well, I hear that too.
Well, no. This is a discussion between him and Nathan about what science really is, what science does.
Oh, one of those.
And he calls it scientism. He hates it because people that like scream science actually does things. He got mad about it. I don't know why, but yeah, that was his mantra for a long time. Dude, he hates science.
Well, let's move on in the video. I don't want to watch.
Well, where did science touch you at, dude?
What it's going to be like when the weather gets here. So if you guys don't know, we are leaving early. We were kind of given an option or told that we had a choice that if we didn't leave a day early, that we were probably going to get stuck here for 5 or 6 extra days. There's some pretty big storm coming in. And so we have to skedaddle. None of us want to miss Christmas. None of us want to be here.
Horrible
another minute.
feed, dude. Horrible.
And so it's not just us. Everybody that's here is being taken away. And there's also people coming in, which is fun for them, huh? So anyway, there's a whole mission going on now where we all had to bring our bags in. This whole trip has been nonstop. Take your bag, unpack your bags, pack your bags. To unpack your bags, pack your bags, move.
Poor little baby. Unpack your bags, pack your bags.
You know, that
unpack
happens
it.
when you're in the back of a trailer and you're getting shipped from one side of the United States to the other and kept secret. Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
you gotta keep
To the tent, move it out to the other
Leave
camp, move it
Asian
back, put
in trouble.
Oh yeah. That was a skip in the video. Did you see that? That was weird.
We had to ride in the back of a refrigerator truck.
Oh no. And had to walk for miles and miles in the snow to
we
school
tried to
every
walk
morning, dude.
A mile away to the warehouse where they did it all. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, no, we think they actually flew them to a plane where the
Somewhere
setup
where
was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was like a mile away from what we can look at from
Of
what
course,
we're seeing.
it's the employees to say anything if you give them money. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, but you know, I want to hear him interview an employee and say the sun's up 24 hours. It looks like it's getting dark over here, dude. To me, I seriously doubt the sun's above the horizon 24.
Yeah, it looks like just anywhere normal day somewhere. It does.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say. And they don't look like they're cold. And I don't know. I don't know what kind of place they could be in if they aren't faking the ground and everything. If that's real, like if that's sand or if it's snow for real, I don't know. But it just makes me wonder if any of it's real. That's all. I mean, that's why I was going off the other night. It's like, fuck, dude, everything looks fake. It's like hard to believe anybody would doubt anything that somebody comes up with. If it looks funny, it probably is, you know? Like, if it's fake, it's fake. Like,
You got to know that I've been in snowpack worlds with snow, and it doesn't look like this at all. Not necessarily. It's like
I
the
know, that
sunlight
looks more
looks
like-
different.
it looks more to me like sand.
I don't know. It could be, but you know they get light powders because they have less moisture down there. That
Right.
big block of fresh
Anyway.
water that they're standing on, that little peninsula is connected to, is nothing but a giant block of fresh water. It's frozen. It's sitting on top of the ice. I mean, the sea or the ocean. So it's just buoyant as hell. This in the salt water. This fresh water, it rises to the top. It evaporates. It keeps our water cycles going. It's part of
Right.
the process.
Yeah, the saltiest water stays in the ocean.
Yeah.
So that's the whole. Yeah. If we didn't have weather, then yeah, it would the ocean would get saltier and saltier until it just dried up.
And this is part of the cause of the Southern Oceans being.
Imagine that. Imagine if all the oceans evaporated, how much salt there would be all over the place on the bottom of the ocean floor. That'd be insane, bro.
Yeah, you know that
Insane.
ocean floor is kind of flat.
Makes you wonder, where the fuck did all the salt come from? Why doesn't God mention that in the Bible?
I don't
Salt
know.
of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like they do talk about that, don't they? Salt of the earth.
Well, they make reference to the salt of the earth. Yeah,
But is it the same reference as to the ocean saltiness, or is it talking about something completely different?
I don't know. We should look that up.
Yeah, I know. That's interesting. Sorry. Are
Well,
you hearing me here
well-
again? I had to turn it on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Hold on a second.
That's better. I turned it down.
I got to answer somebody.
Oh, I'm not even looking at the chat.
No, I'm not even. I'm talking. I guess somebody DMing me. All right. Let's see. Who's in the chat? I'm not even over there. Oh, we got Jeremy Bird. Hey, Jeremy. How you doing? Skeptic?
I don't see it.
I already said hi to Juno.
Okay, I don't see a chat.
You don't? I
No.
got a chat right here.
I know, but you're looking at YouTube chat.
No, I'm looking at the chat in the restream.
I don't see nothing but a blank. There's blue over there.
It's blue.
It's a blue. It's just an empty blue spot. And if I can see the private chat down there, but there's no like option for you to click on to go to the chat.
Yeah.
There is whatever the fuck the other one is.
Well, I'll let you know if that's sand when I get there. And I won't go 20 yards away to pick up a snowball.
I mean, I'm having a hard time believing that they actually went to the But I mean, who knows what extent they went to be convincing enough, right? Because it just has to be believable to an extent, right? For people.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, that if you can be too over skeptic, and you'll catch what they throw at you because they're expecting you to be that way to begin with. It's called reverse psychology. If you ever heard of it.
Yeah, it's like giving you the information first, so that you're thinking, well, this guy's the source of it. Why would I believe the other guy? Yeah, I get it. Just that's why they usually try to like steal everything from you by making the comments about what they think you're going to say. That's why they send trolls over, listen to your show, and pay attention to you, and pretend like you're your friend. And then they go back and tell them exactly what we're talking about, what we're working on, and then they use that to their advantage to make us look stupid. I know exactly what. That's why I don't follow any rules and I don't go in any kind of schedule. And they can't do that to me.
Yeah, I want to shout out to Dr. Bass for giving me yeah. You're starting to choppy a little bit.
Sorry, I'm sitting
You're
back on my phone because my back hurts. I'm leaning forward. Sorry.
That's fine.
You get it. You
Back
can see
hurt.
it. Somebody can.
I guess they could, but right now we're looking at Jaron.
Yeah, I know.
We're not looking at we're seeing what Jaron's seeing right now. Let's see what else he sees because he went over the mountain. Yeah. And I want to shout out to Dr. Bass for the cool name, reverse psychologist. And if you ever put out more music, let me know, dude.
Put it over here, put in this tent. It's like they're trying to make me jump into a crevasse, which I've actually thought about a few times.
That looks
yes,
cleaner.
very convenient. Of
Look
course.
at that.
Let all the crap talking start, because you know why? Because I don't give a motherfuck. That's why. I don't give a motherfuck.
Well, we appreciate you too, Jaron. I'm glad you went down there and did all the hard work and put the time in. Now that right there, look at this. That does look like snow, dude. You see what I'm saying? And I've run a lot of tracks in it. They're at the top of a mountain range, dude, wherever they are. Wherever Union Glacier Bay is. I can't tell you exactly where it is.
I don't understand why they're moving
Not by
places.
You know what? Why they're moving? Well, they moved from like 4 or 5 different. That's the actual camp right there. You can see it. That's where they slept
Right.
and shit.
Supposedly, but then what was that building they were in earlier? There was no camp anywhere near it. Remember, they did 360 degrees. You didn't
Yeah,
see it.
that's on the other side of the mountain.
That's
Yeah.
okay. All right, whatever.
So what I'm going to say with this mountain, that's how they would hide the sunset there. That's if the sun's going to go beyond and that counts. If it goes beyond the mountain, it goes down below the mountain. That counts as a sunset, technically. That's all I had to do, and that's where McKeegan screwed with the freaking time lapse photography. And I wonder if Michael actually got a hold of McKeegan and see if he gave him the original footage so we could take it to the forensic lab and have it analyzed. That would be really cool. That would be a fundraiser from hell. We would all pay for it. We want to see if McKeegan fucked with it, straight up. And that would discredit this whole thing. But he's not budging, dude. Yeah, he's not doing it.
Well, no, he's not going to give it away. He's going to fight. He's going to try
He's paid to do
try
what
to
he's
slide it
doing,
under
dude.
the mat
Yeah.
when you're not paying attention. Yeah, I know.
So and the True Troll gave me the audio clippings from I think it's Candace Owens' team and a couple other people, and they're talking about who's funding this thing, and they're more globalists fund in the pot. So they're gonna pay to have what they want out there. So they're gonna pay to make it look like a globe, no matter what. So the final footage is gonna But this is a backroom discussion, dude, in one of the channels, and she's me and Saab are digging through it. I'm gonna spend the next 2 days listening through that thing. We're gonna pick out and get the good chunks out of it. This is all bogus, dude. They're gonna lie to make it look there's a midnight sun, even if there's not. It's got to fit their model. They're gonna do their damnedest to do it. And a model it is. Model away.
People that are critics. Critics are like the losers that sit and watch a battle take place, and then after the battle's all done, they go down and
What were you battling, Jaron? That's my question. What do you think? He's having a battle with something here? Nah. He's just not going to be able to film what he wants to film or, take the drones out. I didn't see any drone footage from our side or anything. Oh, good God. I'll just watch the rest of it. Don't mind me.
collect up all the findings and make their little critiques. And it means nothing. There's doers in this world and there's watchers. And all the watchers are the people who watch porn, right?
Dude, how did he know?
The doers are the ones actually doing the activities. The watchers are the pathetic nobodies. So it doesn't bother me when you're the one doing something and somebody else gets to play Monday morning quarterback. It's very easy to sit on your couch and be like, what? Peyton Manning, you had that wide open guy right in the end zone, you loser. He was wide open, man. Nobody's even covering him. Yeah, and you're sitting on your couch eating Cheetos, fat fuck. Very easy
Way to keep your fans happy, boy.
on Monday morning to make comments. So that's what I think of everybody who's got something to say. The slow Sanchez's, the Zenas, what's his name? I don't know, all those losers. They mean nothing to me. How about that? So anyway, goodbye to this godforsaken place. If you can tell the weather is coming in, I'll show you here. We got cloud cover. There's Mr. Sun.
Hey, Ryan, does that look like chemtrails to you? Take a look at it. We'll go back a little bit. You're the chemtrail master. Yeah, that's definitely a chemtrail. Are you there, Ryan? Come on. Take a look at this.
It's very easy to sit on your couch and be like, what? Peyton Manning, you had that wide open guy right in the end zone, you loser. He was wide open, man. Nobody's even covering him.
He's dropping the ball.
Yeah, and you're sitting on your couch eating Cheetos, fat fuck. Very easy on Monday morning.
Yeah, that's definitely man-made clouds, dude. Ooh, THC. Bad for me. Good for you. Hey, Northern Rebellion's in, dude. Is Ryan still in here? Yeah, he is. Ryan. I think he fell off his couch. He was done being a watcher. I think my co-host fell asleep. All right. I think he did. Well, anyway, that does look like they're spraying the air. They're bringing the weather in.
Morning to make comments. So that's what I think of everybody who's got something to say. The slow Sanchez's, the Zenus, what's his name? I don't know. All those
I think he's talking about Synthetic Warrior.
losers. They mean nothing to me. How about that? So anyway, goodbye to this godforsaken place. If you can tell, the weather is coming in. I'll show you here. We got cloud cover.
Yep, right there. See that? Right here, down these lines, guys. That's not a regular cloud. No.
There's Mr. Sun. It's much colder than it has been. You can actually see, I wonder if you can still see it. Yeah, you can see if you look off in the distance there. Well, you can't see it as much, a little bit. Coming over those mountains, you can actually see all this cold air, cold wind coming off. But these are,
Holy crap, he said you can see cold wind. Hold your breath. Strange. Oh, there you are. Brian,
Right.
did you hear what I asked? Those look like chemtrails. Those are man-made clouds. What do you think? Take a look at them.
glaciers. And all that stuff pours into here, which is why this gets higher every year. And it's just not as clear as it was at all. And supposedly it's supposed to get real bad here. Last night was super, super windy. Hard to sleep. Of course, it's hard to sleep because it hasn't gotten dark here. So, again, is that a lie? Are we being a shill? Am I a sellout because I told you it doesn't get dark here? Because I told you that the sun fucking circles?
Dude, it doesn't get dark here. The sun's not above the horizon, dude. It doesn't fit their model. You're going to make a hit piece and put all of like to shame. That's what, and you knew you were doing that before you left. Obviously, you're on board with the program.
We're so worried.
Every day I've been here, just circles your head.
Ryan, you say something?
Yeah, I said, we're so worried that you're going to prove it to us. Yeah, we're so worried.
No, we're not. And 1 day of full sun does not report a globe by no means. You need 4 months of that shit. It's got to match. Winter here, winter in the north.
Well, yeah.
That's the ball, motherfucker. Shut up. We got this AZ map with its globe projection. Well, we'll go disprove it. We disproved the globe back 8 years ago with that same map because it's a globe projection. So you're still hung up on it. I'm sorry.
It's very chill-like behavior, to be honest, isn't it? Great community I'm a part of. You come out here, you tell the truth, and what do they say? Shill, globe sellout. Yeah, well,
He said it, not me. I didn't say it. He did.
it's called being honest.
Well, I did say it.
It's called being honest. The sun.
No, you didn't, did he? Monkey. All right,
Yeah,
well, bye, Jerry.
I'll say it for all of you.
No, I'm not.
Man,
Say it all you want.
A long time, bro. Like I've been saying.
We told him back when he.
And there's really no good reason for me to think that, except he just doesn't seem genuine to me. Seems like a phony. Like it's all about something else and not what he claimed it.
Did you see Northern Rebellion came in?
Really? What's up, dude?
Hey, yeah.
Oh, I can't see the chat, remember?
Oh, you can't. Well, look it up on YouTube. That's what I'll do. I don't. The only thing I can tell you is jump out and jump back in. It might reset it. And we got a couple of new people. Wesley Grand Leonard. No, we just told him not to go on this trip. He's wasting his time with it. All right. Do you see the chat yet?
No.
Not on there.
It doesn't say this is where they would be displayed or nothing. It just doesn't have anything. Am I clicking something wrong?
Hold on a second. I got to answer Wesley here. No, dude, I'm not worried about it. I'm going to be transparent. I'm not making any money off of this. I'm not going to. I don't even want popularity. I just want to show what goes on down there. I don't care about anything else.
I don't think he's
Dude,
worried.
yeah. No, I don't care. You can call me a shill. I don't care. I'm not mad about it because I know if I'm a shill, getting paid to present a narrative for people, and that's basically what's
If I
happening.
was down there and there was a 24-hour sun, I'd be honest and say there was too. I wouldn't lie about it. I mean, why
Yeah.
would I do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I would also be saying, well, what does that mean? You know, like how does that prove anything? Right? I would ask that question. It'd have to be shown to me how that would make change the shape of the earth somehow, even though I know it can't be anything but a plane. So I don't know
Yeah.
what else to say.
Well, the thing is, I'll present it for what it's worth, and I'm going to actually do a live stream from Antarctica if I can. They didn't do it; they failed, and that's what makes this seem suspect because they didn't do the live stream like they said they were. That's
Well,
the
they do
big
a lot.
issue.
They also said they were going to take pictures of the moon and all this other shit too that they didn't do.
Well, I'm looking for that. They
Not all-
say it's
Not all
coming.
about what they were, or yeah, either
Yeah.
that or they're still making the CGI
Yeah.
video.
Why would they have to do that? Just
They
release the
wouldn't
video.
all they would have to do is release it, right? It should already be in the damn computer, just waiting to be released. Right? Y'all know that.
So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually just be straightforward.
And excuses and excuses and excuses don't add up to shit except excuses, right?
Yeah, and we're getting a lot of those.
But we're getting mostly that, yeah. Well, we're not done with it. Well, what do you mean you're not done with it? What do you need to do to it? What
Well, we
needs
got to make it look good, you know.
to- Oh,
Got
why?
to put it all together, you know.
Why?
All the data, you know, like the sunspots and all this shit.
Yeah.
Like, all you got to do is release those sunspot pictures over here. You release them over here.
They had to go
If you just-
develop all the film, right? Is that what it was? Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, they had to get it to the 1 hour photo lab.
Go to the 1 hour photo. Yeah, that's 1 hour lab.
Gina, you done fucking gave it away.
Yeah, I would have brought that kind of camera. I have a really nice 35 millimeter camera. That's an old one. I could have took that. That's the first thing I would have taken. Because then at least I got fucking negatives to show exactly what I took a picture of. Nobody can argue with it. I've got a film. It's either I faked the whole thing and you're getting a picture of a fake, or I'm telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's one or the other. That's why I would do it with film camera. Then I've got film. I've got actual film. I've got negatives of it. I can make you a million copies of it if you want, right? No argument. But when you make a digital, then who knows what the fuck happens? Every time you change it to a new format, it gets changed somewhat, right? It's changed or bumped down or compressed or whatever the fuck you call it.
Gotcha.
Damages, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I could just be full of shit and not know anything about real events. I'm not a dumbass. Enough to know things.
Hold on a second. I gotta get rid of a pest.
The film can survive a fire where it doesn't directly burn it, and I'm sure that the film can survive. Oh, it's so delicate. No, it's not.
Gotcha, dude. All right. Hopefully that ended. Let's watch the rest of this little crap. How long is this thing? It goes 30 minutes. I went here and bitch for 30 minutes. So I think we've seen, like, the clouds look like they're actually spraying.
Mm-hmm. Right, which they wouldn't be doing in Antarctica because Antarctica is a sacred place. So that makes part of it right there.
Well, according to I've seen people spray on.
No, it's you can only do it in your own country, and since Antarctica isn't owned by anybody, it's owned by everybody. Everybody has their own slice. Therefore, there is no rule. Nobody has rights over it, so they can't spray over it. So if you're seeing jet spray, then it's not where they say it. I guarantee that.
Yeah, I got you.
You think we're bad about spraying us? You go to Mexico, bro. It's fucking insane, bro. There's literally you can't see through it. There's stripes all the time. They're constantly just bang, 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 bang. Every plane that flies through there sprays something. It's insane. I was in Mexico and I was blown away by it. I was almost scared about it. Like, what the fuck are they spraying? It doesn't look normal. It looks like they got a whole fleet of planes just doing nothing but spraying. It was freaky, bro. They were just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
It is.
It was worse than what you see in Seattle and stuff. It's worse than that, bro. I was it was crazy, and the whole day was ruined because the sun, because of course the rays are coming through. But you know what I mean? It's really weird. It's kind of cloudy and hazy, but we got sunburn.
Yeah, nice. I got to turn off Discord. 1 second. It ain't gonna stop until I do.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, remember the person that keeps bugging the crap out of me about something?
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, can you handle this?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of doing stuff, dude.
I can't.
I'm trying. How do you turn on my notifications?
What are we talking about? Oh, I think I know
I'll t- Yeah, it took you that long, huh? Sorry.
the number in my head.
Oh, hello, Chilster. How you doing, man? Norman Cross. I've seen Norman Cross in my stream before. I've seen Norman Cross, but not in my stream. And let's see, Norman Cross. We got Juno, Northern Rebellion. I keep telling you to say hi to him. Did you say hi yet?
I said, dude, how many times?
Dude.
Stop being creepy.
I'm putting him in here.
Stop being creepy. Right?
I'm not creepy.
There you are.
I just look that way.
Yeah, okay. Maybe you just looked at it. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Sea Lightning had a new upload. Yeah, it's nice. So Alan Nordstrom has a 6-hour ago post. Orphan Red's back. You know that? You remember Orphan Red? Yeah, she's back in the media now. She's out here making videos for the kiddies for Christmas. I had a crush on her when she first came. She's got, well, I'm not gonna say anything else.
Does Northern Rebellion need a wrench? Is that what's wrong? Can you tell us if he doesn't have a wrench?
No, I just gave him a wrench, dude.
He's like, I'm surrounded by mods. Like, fucking when?
Dude, most of the people that subscribe here are mods, and when I get to know you, I'll make you a mod. Let's put it that
Well,
way.
like, if you screw up, we'll just remove you. But yeah, still,
Yeah.
kind of good. Well, we don't really have a lot. Well, maybe you guys have. I haven't had any problem. I just ignore people. I ignore people that talk to me. I don't. Like, why do I
Yeah.
want to? Well, I'll try to.
Well, if you could do like Brenda does over on Flats's and what's his name, Lucha.
Luca never bothers me. I like Luca. Luca's fun to be around. He's a good kid. He's a nice guy. He really is. But he's just wrong. That's all.
Yeah,
That's the only thing wrong. He means
he's got
what
a-
he does. He's a little slow or whatever. I don't know what's wrong with him. Or I don't even know if there is anything wrong with him. Maybe he just fakes it. I don't know. I just know this. Seems like a nice guy, and I don't want to like be mean to him, but that doesn't mean I want him on my show and distracted and everything. I'm already.
Well, he does. You know, we're not really covering topics like we do on Flashes. It's still coming, dude. Yeah, gotta shut it up. All right. Hey, Banjo just dropped a what? A good video. Yeah, he was put. Is it Hooked by Crook? Is it the same guy? I'm trying to remember that dude's name. Well, let's take a look at it. And we'll see Eddie Banjo. Flat Earth, Eddie Banjo. He's one of my favorite dudes.
I still can't check all these damn pirate things. I know I'm
Yeah.
Cookie Monster.
That's what people call you. Somewhere. Is it a live video?
I like having a nickname.
Uh, I'm looking at his video. The last one he put out is even more fake than the moon landing. That's the last one he's got up there. Let's take a look at it. It's even more fake than the moon landing.
There are a lot of clever people. I'm not that clever. I don't know lots about Photoshop. I just can tell when something's not right. Like, that's all. I don't know how I know it. It's just I've always been able to pick things out of a movie that are wrong. Like when glass is half empty and then it's half like more full in the next scene, like in a split second. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. I catch that kind of shit in all the movies that I've seen. Like The Crow, I can tell you all the mistakes they make. They make mistakes all through the movie, but no one really notices them the first time they watch it. But I've seen it hundreds of times, so I know all the little quirks.
That's nice. You got an eye for detail.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And usually I can tell when something's fake. Like I've seen lots of good stuff. I've seen stuff like television. I think most of television is fake now. I don't even think they're real people. I think they're fake actors. It's robots. Basically,
Ooh.
they're digital robots. I really do believe that.
Yeah, I got you.
It's over. People avoid. I mean,
Remember,
they're doing every scene in front of a green screen now. They're not even doing any kind of background or like the only thing that they change is their costume. That's it. That's the only thing the actor has to worry about. There's no background. There's no screen. There's no tables to sit on. It's all just them standing in green screen and then just showing them at the right angle to make it look like it's fed right in. It's just really cheap. It looks bad. It really does. You could tell when you watch the older shows, you can tell they're not that way. You can see the difference. It's like, wow, it's really obvious. But I bet you after a while, no one's going to notice it anymore because you're going to get used to it. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
get used to seeing something that's just like the picture of the Earth. No one really thought about, like, until that got brought to my attention, like how many of the same photo there are of the and how fake they all look. It's like I never really thought about how I never really put that together in my head. It was like blew me away when I first saw it. I was like, wow, they really do fuck with it a lot, don't they? Like they just, but they just change the color and flip it around a different way. It's like, wow, that's incredibly crazy, right? That's what
It
got
is.
it all started, bro. That's what got me interested in wanting to know the truth about it. Like, is this real or is this some kind of joke? Like, I had to know. That's how I got.
Okay. Now I got a question for you. You see that map up there on Banjo's feed?
The big 68er.
Do you see the ellipticals that are going above it when they're transiting from tropic to tropic?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier, dude. That's what I've been trying to like get everybody to pay attention to. That's where you're going to catch your 24-hour days at. When it goes between it actually goes in the
No,
circuit, but
there's no
it-
land where they went was supposedly at the tip of South America, right?
yeah, it's right down here, dude. I mean, it's
Well,
nowhere near
that map. Yeah, it's
where
nowhere near where the fuck you're supposedly see it. That's why I said I don't believe it. I think they just faked it.
yeah.
That's
And
why I say it. It's not really because I think they're lying necessarily. It's just that I don't. It doesn't match up with every. Like, there's one little thing that doesn't match up. There's something wrong with it, right? Things that are true don't turn out that way. They just. I mean, there's little glitches, like somebody got a number wrong or whatever, but you're not going to find stuff just way off whack like that. Why would they do it? Like, they're literally showing it to you right there. I mean, that they're in another place, but they're claiming they're seeing it. No, I don't believe you. And
Yeah,
yes, I
so-
believe you're a shill if you're saying that there is one, because I don't see how you could do that when it shows it being out in the middle of the ocean somewhere. So go
now
figure.
if you understand celestial navigation, you have to have that flat plane to get an angle to
Yes, it's
the
Antarctica.
celestial.
The sun goes
Yeah.
backwards. Yes,
Yeah.
that's why they call it Antarctica.
So what was happening there is it's transiting around the other direction, just in its transit. That's all. Yeah, when it transit from one tropic to the next. All right, let's check out what Eddie's got to say here.
Yeah, like we could go through it, but I'm saying I'm not sure. I don't know everything about it. I'm not saying. All I'm trying to say is I know this video was fake. That's all I was trying to say the other day. That's all I meant. I wasn't trying to say that Mikey's video was evidence of it. I just thought Mikey, I didn't think Mikey was going to pull out some trick out of his hat.
Yeah,
And no, I didn't expect that. That's all.
yeah,
But
they're obviously in
And
the
that is
camp.
because it was only the first one I could think of, and I was trying to give Mikey props. I didn't expect like Mikey to turn out to be that's just some graphic shit that can be explained. I didn't expect that to happen.
Oh, it's not just graphic though. We looked at the rest of it. So
Like, but what I'm saying though is that when you start to find stuff like this wrong, and you start to see a whole bunch of them starting to add up, even though you can eliminate a couple of them, there's still too many of them for me to just even take it seriously, right? When the background to change and every day they're out there, it's like they're in a different place. It's like doesn't make any sense. They said they were in the same spot. Like it doesn't make sense.
they're moving around at camp to camp, doing different things, and like the Globies actually had a whole entire section for themselves.
Right? Yeah, that's because they paid whatever.
Well, they have the money, dude. They're being financed by Viacom, Disney, and a couple others, and that's what True Trollette's pointing out to me with that live feed she got with their recording. Candace Owens and her producer were involved with them, man. I'm pretty sure is what I got out of what I've listened to so far.
Yeah.
So let's play this right quick. Ready?
Okay.
Let's see what Eddie's got put out here.
Is it really rest in peace, flat earth? Well, not that fast. Let's watch this video.
Sometimes you are wrong in life.
Sometimes you have to be wrong to be right. Is it? Being so right that you need to do this your entire video. Let's set that aside for now. The final experiment expedition in Antarctica, which is organized by Will Duffy, viewer speculations between groups,
Now,
escalate.
that was a trustworthy name right there.
You can trust a name like Duffy. Yeah, it just means fucking crook. That's all it means.
Well, basically, from what I'm dealing with and when I have dealt with them, yeah, nothing but.
If my last name meant crook, I think I would change my name. I really honestly do think I would change it. I don't think I'd keep it the same way. Or I would just lie about what my last name was. I'd use my middle name or something.
Well, I'm glad I'm documenting all the things that I've interacted with them. So if anybody got questions, I have the emails and stuff in our correspondence, and I have like any phone calls or any transactions I've done with them. I have it on video. So
Right on.
yeah, I've caught them in lies already. So yeah,
Well, yeah, like I said, because of all,
it,
I mean, it was the beginning. First of all, he just looked like a crook. He doesn't sound like an actual pastor, but yet he's claiming he's running a church that got gifted to him somehow or whatever the hell. I don't remember what the story was.
well, dude, I've been to it. You
He
know
doesn't
this.
ever bring up God unless somebody else asks him about it. I mean, what kind of,
Yeah.
I don't understand what kind of a pastor, preacher, whatever you want to call that, regardless of how new he was, wouldn't he be? I've never seen a non gung ho guy come out of fucking college like that, bro. I've never seen that. Never
Yeah.
seen some
You just gave me a good idea,
humble
Ryan.
ass guy that don't say nothing about God ever makes
Okay.
sense to me, bro. There's too much about this guy that just don't add up.
Well, dude, I know him. You just
then
gave me a
there's
really good idea.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
I know.
here's what
I'm
here,
sure. I know you're probably thinking like me now. You're thinking, okay, I can figure this out. Go on,
dude.
tell me.
No, I'm not thinking like you. I'm not trying to figure anything out. I want you to set up a live stream. Okay,
Mhm.
you ready? And I'm going to go down to his church on Sunday, and I'm going to go step by step through a whole service with him, and we're going to broadcast to son of a bitch.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, why not?
You're gonna make him have to show up for church?
No, he dude,
Well, yeah,
they
because
do.
if he's not really a pastor, if that's just a scam, and he's hiding out in some building from an old church, or he rented or some whatever the fucking case is, however he
Dude,
ended up in this building,
I'm
it
gonna, I'm
seems
gonna,
sketchy to me that there's people there looking around, and you went there and there was sketch. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
dude, I get live feeds from his Sunday morning service on Facebook every Sunday. I do. Yeah, you can say we can watch one if you want to, but
I mean, I think I've seen some of it. You showed it to me before. I mean, I
yeah,
believe that he's doing a service. I just
yeah, he's got another agenda, dude. Besides
Yeah,
being
yeah, I was gonna say
pastor.
when you listen to his service, that's what he talks about. He talks about his own shit. He ain't talking about what God's saying and what God believes. He's talking about whatever the fuck he thinks, and
Yeah,
that
he thinks
doesn't.
he can make the Bible fit. Like QE put it this way: the Bible is his own personal jungle gym, dude.
How do people like this get into these places? Like, what do you meet some pastor and they love you so much they think you're so cool because you're so full of shit that they just believe that you're cool enough to go and become a pastor of the church and take over? Like, I don't
Well,
get that.
his pastor was full of shit and an anti-flat earther to begin with, dude.
Oh, I
Bob
see.
Inyard.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh.
He just passed the torch to Duffy.
All right. Oh, I see. So he got out because some shit was going
No,
down.
he died.
Oh no, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
But
I didn't know that. Wow.
his mantra was that we
So it
used to
just
put
got dumped
every
in his lap. So it's not
Yeah.
necessarily something he chose to do. It was just kind of something he got hustled.
well
That still sounds like shady as fuck. Come
it
on,
does. Well, Bob Inyard is shady as fuck,
it
dude.
just sounds so shady. Bro. It does. It sounds. It's like, dude, really? Like, what? Why would anybody get caught not being a pastor?
Dude,
Like, you're a pastor. You believe the Bible. Pastors don't become pastors because they don't fucking believe in shit, bro. And you don't act like you believe in anything. You're like, I don't get it though. I don't understand somebody that's. I just don't. I've never dealt with a person that's so wicked like that. It just blows me away that he's got the balls to just walk around like it's some, like he can just wear it like it's some kind of fucking suit or something. You know, like, oh, I'm just, it just makes me disgusted, bro. It does. It makes
okay,
me
I'm
wonder,
gonna.
like, what people are being taught out there in church right now. Like, God only
Well,
knows. Right?
he made his own dogma up, and Bob did the same thing. It's kind of like a cult, you might say. But his mantra was he wanted to put every flat earther in a rocket and shoot them into space. That's Bob Inyard. That's his dead quote, dude. So
Well, he died.
yeah, yeah. And he also was involved with a couple of bad dealings with a couple other people, and Duffy's financial history. He was a financial advisor who looked like he embezzled a shit ton of money and got caught doing it, and saying, "Oh, your investment didn't pan out," like that.
Right. Yeah. Best for money. Sorry.
Or when there is a green screen malfunctions that occur during their live broadcast with no exact location pinned on, or even a blue mark indicating coordinates. People start to notice the TFE logo watermark interacting strangely with the edges of this man's patch on jacket. And the suspicions arise when this man started to move his hand, where the shadow from his arm to the patch is not a normal shadow that we considered real, since it appeared to be seen as bluish, a
Yeah,
classic.
that was kind of shady, dude. What do you think? That shadow?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So there's some definitely either they put that red herring in there to get people to like start asking questions. No, but there are certain scenes that where it looks like they had to super like when there's daylight they had to impose the daylight in. So they probably used some kind of chroma key to put daylight when it's actually getting dark. That's what we're saying. That's what I was thinking to start with at the very beginning of this. It wasn't that they're not there. It's just they had to make it look daylight, dude. That's the main key. Okay, the sun's position is what they're there for. I'm not worried about the rest of your sets or anything that they impose CGI on. I'm worried about the midnight sun. Hence the whole reason for them going down there.
Were they even filming at midnight? Except for that.
Well, they said they filmed 24 hours, dude. You watch Dave McKeegan's daylight.
I saw that, but obviously I don't believe that's.
Yeah. And that could be manufactured so easy. It's
Well, of course.
and if,
I'm saying that doesn't mean that I automatically going to assume that. No, but I thought maybe that they did find a way. There was such a thing. That's what I kept thinking was going to happen. Is it really was going to get proved, and there was going to be any question about it. I was kind of worried about that, but of course I wasn't worried that it was going to change my mind because I already know that we live on a plane. But besides that, I mean, that doesn't mean that the Earth isn't exactly what I think it is, but it's not going to like crush me and make me not believe the Earth's still a plane. I'm still going to believe that.
well, you saw the map she had up before that.
Sorry, I'm not going to believe it. It's not going to happen.
Remember back at the beginning, you remember seeing and said that map? They're explaining it there, dude. Talk to Dojo. He'll tell you how a midnight sun really is a flat plane requirement. You know what I'm saying? They're making their model fit.
But like I said, that doesn't really matter to me because I know it's just they're scamming us. I know that's what they always do, bro. Nobody that's on that anti-flat Earth side is going to go out and find evidence. They're going to do fucking bombs every time. They're going to do fucking hit pieces, and they're going to fucking make fun, and they're going to try to laugh and try to make everyone believe that it's just some silly thing that all those crazy people believe in, when in reality it's just right out there in front of you. Go to the ocean.
They're trying to make us seem like we're really stupid.
Well, I don't care if they think we're stupid, but if you're going to think we're stupid, at least research the shit we're talking about and look for yourself. It's that simple, right? If you still want to believe in the globe after that, then that's fine with me. But don't sit there and judge if you're not going to at least look at the evidence. That's all I'm trying to say. And the evidence is clear, bro. The ocean's flat. That's all there is to it, bro. It's flat. It is. It's level and flat. It does. It stays that way. There's a little bit of ripple on it once in a while.
You gotta understand how perspective works, first of all.
Well, that too. I mean, you can find that out by getting in a fucking boat, bro. Like, come on, get out of here.
And their
one from the shore while you're watching the ships go away, and one from an island or a boat out in the ocean 2 miles out, watching them from your left to your right. You go watch them go left to right, and they don't go over any curves. So explain how that works. Well, geez, now you got a problem. Now it doesn't look like what you're saying is true. So now what do you say? So now you're going to go to some other bullshit. That's fine. You're going to twist around in a circle that just proves that there's something not right about it, and that's why your mind is telling you something not right here.
Hey, Oxbow's in here, dude. Say hi to. We got a few newbies, a lot of them actually. It looks like Wesley's pretty cool. What are you saying? What's Wesley saying in here? Hold on.
I don't know.
Let's take a look at it. All right.
What?
He's saying it's that's what he calls somebody a shill, like an explorer. I swear I saw that in the chat. FPV, how's it going, dude? Where did I see that? Had to be way back. Dude, don't believe everything you hear. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
These people put shit in your mouth.
Shadows look like it's a local light. It's like on the moon. It's like the moon landings. It's the same shit. It's almost like they did it on purpose to make it look similar, so that it's believable.
Yeah,
right.
I got you.
Well, that's the way the moon landing looks, so it must be real, right? Yeah. whatever. On that. I can't wait till this is all over and we're all like in heaven. We're all standing at the
Are we?
gate. Yeah, I can't wait because I'm gonna be watching y'all. I'm gonna be laughing my ass off when God's telling you, "No, dummy, it's not a ball. No, dummy, it's not a ball." You in the stupid line.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in the bathroom.
I'm gonna toss a bone at everybody out there that thinks that Antarctica can. Oh, we got somebody coming in. Who could that be? Brian, did you drop out? Yeah, that was you.
No, I did.
All
No.
right. Yeah.
I
I'm gonna play more banjo stuff right quick.
Are you threatening me?
Chroma key
Yep.
saturation. The entire broadcast supposedly midnight and was actually
Doesn't look
live 9
Is this who
o'clock
that is?
p.m.
Oh,
local
this is just
time.
some guy on the
Are
American.
these men really a flat earthers to begin with, or they just acting like it? Everybody has its price. You either get down or
Old
lay
could she
down.
possibly
Is
be, like,
this
17?
a paid mission? The fact and proof
Sounds
they
older.
made it, saying they are really in Antarctica.
She's got fresh eyes, dude.
She's got baby eyes like teenager eyes.
And it's just
Right,
make it even
of course.
worse.
We
Living in
are
Antarctica
used to look like
a
only
teenager,
the start
too,
of
until you grew the
clothing
beard
is
out.
not even advisable
Yeah.
due to its extreme
Darren just
cold
looks like an old
conditions.
old
Not even the
kid.
condensation seen from
No,
He looks like a 40-year-old virgin.
Oh my god.
That's what he
Well,
reminds me. It does. It reminds me a lot of him. Just the way his mouth look. I don't know. He just reminds me of that dude.
I want to take it back to where Austin and Jaron are like
They're buddies.
statues.
They became buddies. Yeah, they're such buddies now. It's like weird that they
Oh,
got
yeah.
it. Like I remember there used to be a time where I used to hear all kinds of shit about how this and that between them, and now it's like they're all. Yeah, it's just
Well, you know what money can do, dude.
I guess it does happen, but I guess it could be legit, but I don't think so. I'm waiting. Holding out.
We are in our Antarctica, dude. We are.
Mm.
So why would you have to reiterate that if you're actually in Antarctica?
Well, because nobody's gonna believe you because you're lying, right? You're a liar, and when you're a liar, and
Austin's been documented to lie, dude, on regular occasions. Like
I
he
know,
will
we
double.
talked about this. I know, but it's not like we all don't make lies. It's not like
Yeah, but when you're in a debate, dude, you
we all don't
flat
tell
out-
lies.
when you're debating somebody and you're trying to prove a point, and you get recorded lying in a debate.
In himself, his parents obviously spoiled him rotten and told him he was the smartest in the world, and that went over and it made him smart, but it also made him cocky, and he gets out of control. He starts believing his theories and he starts going into it because he thinks it's going to all match up at some point. I get it. There's nothing wrong with that, but at least he could just be honest about it. There's no reason in saying, "Oh, I know for sure there's an ether," when he doesn't know.
He flat out admitted that he lied on
There
purpose.
might be something like an ether that would make sense why the stars are moving, but I don't really think it's like that. I think it's a light that's being emanating from somewhere either above the dome or below the dome. It's just hitting it. That's why it goes around in the same circle. It's literally locked in. It's like a big mechanical clock, bro. It's not difficult to understand.
Yeah, I got you. I know what you're saying, but like when you're in a debate and you actually make a concession and lie about your own theory and your own belief to get a concession.
Well, yeah, I
out
guess
of
that
it,
would. Well, yeah, I
That's-
guess
he literally did that on the poll show, and he admitted it on Nathan Oakley. He actually lied so he would actually be able to carry on the debate instead of holding his ground. And if he really believed that what he thinks about light and light propagation is real, he would have debated the guy over and won. So basically, yeah.
So you just deliberately sacrificed the debate.
He does that all the time, dude, and he
It's
does
like
it.
he gets frustrated because he can't get the message across because they just ignore everything you say anyway. I know,
It's
I get
not,
it.
It's
I
not
get
just a message. It's like you need to be able to prove your thesis, dude.
Yeah, I know,
That's
but
science.
whoever brings fucking any evidence to a debate anyway, dude. I haven't seen one lately.
Well, that's what QE does.
I
So
think
he
we've
brings
looked at more
citations.
evidence on our show than any of the debates I've ever looked at. I mean, honestly, you know what I'm saying? At least we're looking at videos and we're arguing with what they're saying, and we're saying this is wrong or this is. I mean, we're saying what we think is right, right? I'm not just making this shit up because I don't like somebody. I'm really saying that I think it's not true. Like it's a lie.
Go back to the arena days on 24/7, and you'll find QE with citation in hand, and
who he
he will debate the living shit out of you and prove it in the process. That's what he's there for. He's there to make, and he'll challenge your claim.
That doesn't mean that
That's
he
debating.
convince anybody because most people won't listen.
It's not convincing though. I'm trying to tell you, he has citations for his claims. That's where I'm going with it. He has a whole library of them, dude.
I know a lot of. That's what fucking what's his name was trying to sell me. I think that's what he was trying to sell me. He's selling me some document, flat Earth data, some shit. Supposed to be to answer all your questions. You can just read that out. You can read off of that. You don't ever have to do any research anymore.
Well, no, what you do is you validate. You do some first source research, dude. To
Are you
find out
listening?
if the citations are actually real and you can test them.
That's why I
That's
don't.
what makes them validated. That's how you validate a citation. And that he uses validated citations from universities where they actually did these tests and stuff when he makes a claim. That's how you win a debate, dude. And McToon don't do it. Craig don't do it. Craig just says it's so because consensus. People believe us. So they're putting on a belief show right now, and that's what we got to deal with. We're going with hard facts. They're coming with beliefs.
Is she an addict? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe some girl.
Especially, yeah. So let's play some more of this right quick. See what Eddie did. They're ripping it. They're trying to give you hints for what I'm looking at.
Saying they are really in Antarctica. Repetitive.
We are in Antarctica. We are in Antarctica.
And it's just make it even worse. Staying in Antarctica with only this type of clothing is not even advisable due to its extreme cold conditions. Not even a condensation seen from their mouth throughout the entire broadcast. We're a breath hitting cold air and it condenses and should have this kind of smoke.
I like that. See, they're showing video, dude.
Yeah. How many times do you have to have been in the snow before you realize when it's cold and there's snow on the ground, it's fucking cold and you can see your breath no matter what you do. Unless you're standing next to a heater, that's the only way it's going to take away your breath. The only way. I don't see any big heaters out there blowing fucking heat around. So, and I don't think sunlight can do all that. I think it stays cold even when the sun's out, bro. Maybe it warms your face slightly, but it doesn't warm the air around you. You're still going to freeze your balls off. Otherwise, the snow would melt every time the sun came out. Think about it. Like, let's think logically here, right? Yes, she's right. There's something not right about all that. Yeah, there's too many things not right about it. That's why I just said I'm not taking any evidence serious because it's fake. Why would I take it?
Yeah, that's you're right, Truth.
Anyone who's been around here will can pick it out. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm with you, Angel. Right there, dude. This is the end of the bullshit right here.
Been around long enough to know all their tricks and their.
No pizzas left. No pizzas left, and no balls. Just the earth we live on. Yeah.
That was funny. Yeah, I know. I thought that was quite funny how he danced around, and then he made a fool of himself. Or he was acting like an old man. Like I don't know. There's something creepy about him. He just creeps me out. He's like that weird uncle that you don't trust. You know, that you never like want to be in the car alone with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what he reminds me of, bro. He's creepy. He's almost like I don't know. Maybe not quite as creepy as Brendan.
Well, Brenda's worst nightmare, dude.
Brenda's just there's something. It's because he tries to be nice. It creeps me out. Dude,
everybody wants me to play the video, dude.
Do it.
Play it.
Wearing such type of clothing while filming without additional layers can lead to discomfort and increased risk of hypothermia, knowing it's a sub-zero place. Warm Antarctica? Or is it California? Not seeing their breath smokes, that's just so inconvenience for the viewers. This is a video as their proof for a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. And the other one is a duplicate on how easy it is to fake something like this without even calculations of sun's movement. When you have to fake a proof, you remain a slave with a tag price on your head. So let's play Photoshop a bit. As these men use a very basic color of chroma key throughout their live stream, which is the color blue. What happens is when you tone down the blues, the color curve here, these two men should also change their color spectrum, but it doesn't. With it intact, a white outlined, or what we call classic Photoshop edit strategy, and not even premium. The color of the sky should also be happening on this guy's jacket. And this is another footage where he is about to spill the entire beans out of the world and made people say, R.I.P. Flat Earthers. Well, it's not that easy, baby. It's the same thing happens when you tone down. Our color curve,
She's
the
spicy.
white outline on Witsit's body, shows a lot of a classic low quality, a strategy of virtual productions. No, it's not checkmate because you can't stop flat earthers from existing. It's all intact, written on scriptures. This final experiment just debunked the globe earth more. Do you understand now how NASA and its space agency works exactly the same on their data? The final experiment proves flat earth geometric stationary earth. where the sun is local, circling around the stationary Earth. The shadow at any angles on the ground prove that whatever goings on the ground, the light source or our local sun is very close to those objects on the ground. This is a video of Austin.
You know, I'm sitting right here telling you that it's real.
Really sure about that, Austin? Or I may say, Witsit didn't get it. There is a technology used that can fake a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, or known as the Amazon Studios, along with its virtual productions. A facility called Stage 15, and that is located in California. This facility produces
Right down the road, dude.
that features great LED volume, including a screen walls, measured about 80 feet D and 26 feet H, and comprises along with it a 3,000 LEDs, a LED panels that is well equipped with a hand motion capture cameras that can make displays
Stanley Kubrick would shit himself, dude.
Yeah, he
He would
would.
love to have that.
I was gonna say that's what they're making all the TV shows in now. Those studios, it's exactly like
Nice.
that. They're fucking packed all the time. They're constantly full of people making shows.
See my breath? Hold
They
on.
don't, use, they don't use real backgrounds anymore. They don't have real set. They have fake furniture and they have green screen. That's it. Actors are just in a room, in a green screen room, and they're just, how hard would that be to act like that when there's nothing around you to give you clues? You have to imagine
I don't know.
everything. Like you're just in a green room. Like that would gotta be creepy. Like at first, get used to
Yeah,
that.
it would. And I could see them building something down there near the tip of Antarctica or around even that little peninsula they call Antarctica. Build a suite like that for just for NASA's use. If they're got to protect their interest in the so-called space exploration, they would go to many lengths, and they got an endless budget, dude. Don't they?
I don't know.
I think they do. But I got to ask one more question now before I start again. Where are the guns, Nathan?
Well, Solomon's money is only separated by what? Stupidity, right?
Yeah. But there is a fourth wall here, and we're getting kind of a glimpse into what it might be. Yeah, makes sense to me.
More like Hollywood.
humid and warm.
Is that like what?
More like a Hollywood basement, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, fourth wall. Well, they're not actually. They had to go out and get real footage to put this all together.
Well, yeah, of course they had to get some kind of footage of the sun, but I
And,
mean, I don't know
they
why
got-
yeah, it's
Yeah,
obviously
they got three stooges to go down there for.
probably paid someone to actually tell them exactly what kind of footage they need, what it needs to look like in order to piece it together, and then they do it.
So, like saying that they're not down near the southern.
I bet you this
peninsula
guy
there.
who's doing this is one of Jaren's
Yeah.
buddies from Hollywood.
Yeah.
Bet you.
I'm sure. Well, you read True Troll's comment. She just told you who's producing it, dude.
Oh yeah.
Go look back in the comments. Yeah. So there's a Hollywood production going on. I said that when they first got down there, we got our first
Yeah,
live feed from Jaren when we were on Flaxus. Yeah, Yeah. I put it right in the private chat. I was back. This smells like Hollywood. Yeah.
Because Hollywood will, because if they show it on TV, everyone will believe it. At least all the dummies will. Of course, we
So
won't.
the thing is pulling apart Jaren's footage and stuff. I'm pretty sure they sent those stooges down to wherever past Lima or Peru, wherever the hell they were at, Lima, Peru.
All they had to do was be somewhere cold.
Putas anus.
It don't look
Yeah,
like
they-
it's very cold. But I agree
Well,
with her. I think that's the biggest giveaway right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
that-
during the day, your breath's less likely to get seen, but it's still there.
Yeah.
And it's hard to avoid that moisture coming out of your mouth and holding up around your mouth. Right.
Well,
Absolutely
yeah.
right. I can't argue
The
with
funny-
that. That's true, bro. I've been in the cold.
I'll be down there next year, so I'll be at their camp, the one that we just saw.
I'm going to laugh
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
when you got icicles in your beard. You're like, this is definitely not warm like they showed it.
Well, I'll demonstrate it for you guys. So,
Lied.
like, look at here. Let's play it.
That you might need a pair of glasses because of its lightning. And this can also enable a dynamic backgrounds used for filming and television programs and can be transported and set up at any location you want around the world. Because there is no 24-hour sun in the entire Antarctica. They may take advantage of Amazon Studios with its Disney movie making capacity. It combines
Nice.
a movie studio and a real trip to Antarctica with its Hollywood editing process that can make any fraud and pathological liars that almost impossible to be detected, just to spread lies long and wide. I mean, you don't get it, do you? This is what they use in NASA. Okay? GPS location coordinates doesn't lie. That could be their strong proof that they are really there instead of being repetitive about it. and all keep saying this.
We are in Antarctica.
You're telling you that it's real.
We are in Antarctica.
If you're a great live streamer, you should be equipped guns with bullets to shoot us, flat
Hey,
earthers.
where are the
Because
guns,
there's
baby? Where are the
always
guns?
A
Come on.
question, and not
Got
an
the
empty
bullets.
bullet case. An example of a wolf on a sheep clothing, pretending to be truth seekers, while in fact sellouts. In this photo, we are looking at a hemisphere, a half of a sphere over
That's what I want to
a
know. Which
flat
evidence,
Earth.
Jeff?
If the sun was 93 million miles away, then where is the shadow of this mountain? The shadow should be very long.
So please, I beg you, we have to stop claiming
Wasn't
that the
moving
Ten
in it.
Commandments prohibit lying.
See, you're in his church now. That's what it looks like, dude.
Yes.
You wanted to know. It's
Maybe-
really there
Maybe they built a studio in his church.
in the basement, the Hollywood basement.
Yeah, I'd go there and raid the basement. I'd go in there. I want to see the whole property, sir. We have a warrant. Search.
I don't think there's a basement at his church, dude. It's ground level
basement
stuff.
every-
Dude. I've been around the whole damn thing, dude. I didn't.
literally like an old laundromat, bro. Like, so I know there's not basement. But I'm just saying most churches, like full size churches, have basements. I don't know what.
Okay, so if you do the live stream that I was talking about, and I go to church Sunday morning, go down there and go to a service and sit in and stream it, you can look
think-
around the whole place. Dude.
I wouldn't.
How are they going to stop me?
I don't know, but I mean, I would feel uncomfortable if you were filming. I don't know. That just,
How do they know?
well, I'm just saying it seems creepy to me that you would do it. I mean, you could just go in there and come out telling me. I don't really,
Yeah, but I mean, if you want to know how legitimate his church is, that's the best way to do it, dude.
Well, I mean, if he's broadcasting it online, then I can go there. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not,
they film it. They don't do it live. They do like a rebroadcast, I think,
well,
of his sermons.
well, mate, for all we know, he's not standing in front of a congregation. He's just standing in front of an empty room.
Well, that would relieve all doubt, wouldn't it? Think about it.
Yeah, I know. But I, mean,
Boom.
I don't doubt that he's pastoring the church. I mean, if he got the job
Well,
done,
I hear that a lot, though. It's just strange.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
but-
something like that happens. I'm, like God works in mysterious ways, bro. I don't know. Like,
I don't think God's working here, dude. He thinks he is a god, dude. That's really
Yeah, I
what that
understand
was.
that, but obviously God's allowing him to have this to happen through him because there's a lesson to be learned. Obviously,
Well,
I
you know,
that.
Flats said the same thing.
That
you
sounds
said.
ridiculous.
Which God, dude? Which God?
the only God. There's only one.
Well, there's the God of this world. Even God talks about him.
You don't think God allows people to do evil things? Come on, he allows all of us. to do that.
Well, that's called free will, dude. Everybody has it.
So why is Duffy different?
Because Duffy is.
But God gave us all free will, not just the good people.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm pretty sure he can be forgiven for it.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah.
We have to live with that. That's part of the reason why I don't like it here. It pisses me off. Like, if you're not
Well,
supposed to, you don't belong here, right? Like,
you're
That's
not
fair.
paying. You shouldn't pay attention to these people, dude. All right, I'm gonna play some more. Ready?
That's not true. The Ten Commandments prohibit bearing false witness against your neighbor. Okay. We finally get to my conclusion on the matter of lying and deception, and that is this. After carefully looking at both sides of the debate, and after taking a very deep dive into everything I could possibly find in Scripture regarding lying and deception, I have come to the conclusion that neither lying nor deception are inherently immoral.
So I'm just gonna say, like,
He said it, dude. Did you hear it? I was plain as day. It's all right to lie and deceive.
of course, because God allows it. See, God
Oh,
allows
of course he
everything.
does.
So of course,
Yeah.
everything's a free for all. Like, do as thou wilt, right? Yeah, there you go.
Every man for himself, buddy.
Sounds like who does he sound like, guys? Does he sound like a pastor you want teaching your kids about in Sunday school? Fuck no, I don't want that motherfucker anywhere near my kids. I'll tell you what, and that's what we're talking about. We talk about church. That's what you do. You take kids to church, right?
Yeah.
Man, I'd be concerned.
Yeah. Well, back to the president. Ready?
like, dude, for the people, like, it's just so insane. You guys sound so insane when you say stuff like, this is all a lie, and we're all using green screens or whatever. Dude, Will had left his green screen filter on, his virtual background on, that he uses in his streams. It just has TFP as the background all over the place. So when Jonathan stood up there and he had green on his shirt, it started glitching out and showing that because he forgot to take off that filter. Okay, that's all that it was. It didn't show Antarctica on his jacket, it showed TFE. So if you know how green screens work at all, you would instantly know if that wasn't, you know, it's kind of insane.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, there's more to chroma key. Yeah, well, I don't know everything, but actually Jaron did a deep research in the chroma key. There's a lot more to it than that. He actually put a show out on Jaronism about it, how old it is. They said they were developing chroma key back in the early 1900s, I think, is when it was first. And so they've been working on it since then. So they can make anything look real.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I do. I didn't believe it before, like the last few years, but now I've seen some shit that'll blow. I mean, I've seen it on television. I've watched TV shows where I know it's not a real person. I can tell you, some of these people are men and women that are dressed in different disguises. They're not real people, bro. They're fake.
Yeah.
They're literally trans and stuff. It's creepy all the time. I see it and I'll be like, I'll just be looking at this one girl in this show and I'll be like, why does she look weird? Like something wrong about that face. And then I start looking at her shoulders and I'm like, dude, that's a dude. It's got to be a dude. And I'm like sitting there going, how many of these people how many times has this gone under my nose where I like literally had sexual thoughts about it? That's creepy, bro. That's just creepy.
But that's not your fault, though. You know?
I know, but it's just creepy that somebody would do something like that in order to give people that feeling. Like you have to know that's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Are you that oblivious to your own selfishness that you can't see that that's what it creates? I don't get people. Somebody had to have told you, hey, that's wrong, bro. You're going to do this is going to cause this and that. Why wouldn't
you heard it? You heard his moral stance, dude. You know, you give him a point.
Fly your balls off. God will protect you, whatever.
Yeah, and God's got his hand on him. You know.
They did a stream where they were like showing the drone fly back super far and multiple angles and walking around. But you know, I'm sitting right here telling you that it's real. And so if all of a sudden I'm an actor, I'm a shill, whatever, you're just ridiculous. Okay, everyone knows. You know that I'm not. And I think that behavior is just laughably lame, and I don't care about being in a community with people like that anyway.
You know, old Duffy, this guy just did that final experiment thing that he thinks is the final experiment.
There you go. Final experiment.
There's a video of him preaching a sermon. I have it. I've listened to him preaching a sermon where he says that deceiving and lying is not immoral or bad. That's his conclusion from studying the Bible. Yeah, this is the guy that y'all want to believe about something, right?
That sounds like Pastor Dean Odell, doesn't it? I'm telling you. That looks like him, too. Look
He got shadows going in 3 directions on their little video. You know, I wonder how they thought they were going to get away with that with flat earthers.
Guys, I am thrilled about this so-called 24-hour sun supposed Antarctic footage. This footage annihilates a ball. As typical, heliocentric flat earth deniers tried to hijack the truth. Their problem is these flat earth deniers forgot that this is not 1969. Back in 1969, everybody believed what they saw on TV, anything that was on TV. They believed that Nixon called the moon from a landline in the Oval Office. We're not falling for it anymore. We're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Globe community has been losing credibility for the last 10, 15 years since this FE, the flat earth, has come back around, and they've lost all credibility because they didn't learn much from the debacle that was the fake moon landing about shadows. All those differing shadows, those shadows tell us either they faked all of that and they're on a sound studio somewhere, a stage, and those lights came from cameras or lights, or it was the reflection off the firmament, which the Bible tells us is like molten looking glass. So if it's reflecting off the firmament, there could be many shadows going different directions. Either they're on a sound studio, a stage studio with different lights, or it's the reflection off of the firmament. Whatever caused those inconsistencies and those divergent shadows on the ground, that light source was very close. Destroyed the claim that the sun is 93 million miles away and huge. The sun is not bigger than the Earth we can see. It's about as big as the moon. It is definitely not bigger than the Earth. Their pseudoscience, their solar system says that everything revolves around the sun. In reality, nothing.
Ryan, you say something?
No, I was just agreeing with him.
Oh, cool.
Nothing revolves around the sun. The sun revolves around us with the moon and the stars. Where? In the firmament. So how do we know that the sun goes around the Earth and that the Earth doesn't go around the sun? How do we know? We can see. Secondly, if something is moving, we can feel it. But evidently, we can't feel all of the movement that we're supposed to be a part of in the all-expanding universe. We can feel everything else that happens. The other source we have is the Bible. Psalm 19 tells us that every day the sun is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race. His going forth is from the ends of the heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it. And there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. The sun has a circuit. It follows a circuit. Everything moves around us. We are the center. We are geocentric. We are the center of Yahuwah's creation. He is looking down on top of us. The flat earth awakening, flat earth movement cannot be stopped. It's already out of the bottle. Just think about it. At 30 years old, if somebody was to tell you you were on a ball and you never heard that you were on a ball before, you'd forget about it. But instead, what we have...
This man has an idea.
You should show that.
Viewer.
That comment. I don't think it was that bad of a comment.
Let's see. What comment was it?
Oh, somebody already let it. Okay, somebody already did. I was just gonna say I was gonna let him say that. I don't care if he says suck, as long as he's not saying like nasty words. And I don't, I get it. I curse, but I'm not doing it on purpose. I have that happen.
Nice. Yeah.
I get it.
Let's take through Eddie's video here, and I'll play out because we're looking at 2 hours now. I don't want to spend all night.
No, I don't either. I got to get back into my family because their movie's almost.
It's Christmas and all, and I hope you guys are having a great Christmas out there. I really do. Glass ashtray caustic, and that was a good one, FB. Yeah, cost extra. The glass ashtray cost extra. I got to put that up there. I was thinking of the copy cup caustic when I looked over, like, it says cost extra. That's funny. Yeah. At least he's got a sense of humor, dude. Tell him.
Once people hear about flat earth, they can't unhear it because it's instinctual. It resonates. It sits well. That's how much truth there is to it. They might have laughed when they first heard it, but they never forgot it. They can't unhear it because it's the truth.
All right, so we got to talk Will Duffy and the final experiment, right? Or whatever it was, okay? I'm going to start off by saying I'm not going to get into like Austin or Jaron or are they these people are liars and they're fake, they're part of the problem, they're controlled opposite. I'm not getting into that. I don't care about none of that, right? I use facts and things that can be provable, right? Or scientific method-based experiments, facts, demonstratable, repeatable science. That's it. That's the only thing I use to base my reality, right? That's the only thing anyone should be using to base their reality, right? And that's the thing about this experiment. I noticed quickly, right? A lot of flat earthers were like, why are you doing this experiment? Let's pretend that there weren't a whole bunch of issues with a green screen, a whole bunch of weird green screen issues. Let's pretend that the stitched photos, the videos didn't look, weird, whatever. There's a lot of theories where that could actually be possible on a flat earth, right? It doesn't prove anything. This experiment, the final experiment, does not prove or disprove the globe or flat earth in any way, shape, or form. The only three things that could prove that we live on a spinning ball inside of a vacuum going over 1 million miles per hour in 4 different directions would be spherical nature, right, or curvature, motion, and or gravity being isolated and proven. Those are the only three things that can prove that you're on a ball or the globe model is accurate. The 24-hour sun does not do anything to prove or disprove anything, right? Because again, the flat earth side has demonstrations in science to say how it could be possible from certain degrees latitude, longitude, right? Interesting. That stuff does not prove anything, all right? All I ask is, again, like I see a lot of people attacking Flat Earth, Dave, Witsit, Jared. It doesn't matter, right? Like, it doesn't even matter if they were controlled out or they're not, right? All that matters is repeatable, demonstratable, scientific method-based facts. That's it. A lot of people have a lot of, if I was to say, if I said, well, the sky's blue and the grass is green and the ocean's purple. Well, just because that we know the ocean isn't purple doesn't mean that you just throw out the fact that the sky is blue and the grass is, right? It's disinformation, right? Discernment, using your own discernment to take what's true and disregard what's not true, and then further, science and further truth about that. All right. So I just encourage people, don't get too caught up and don't get, everybody's in on the joke. Austin Winston, Jaron said, guys, if I'm a flat, I might have went, right? If someone was to offer me, maybe I would have went. Like, just because I went, maybe there was a 24-hour sun. Again, that doesn't prove or disprove flat Earth or globe. So let's say there was, and I went, yeah, there is a 24-hour sun here. That doesn't mean we're on a ball. It doesn't prove flat Earth or the globe. So again, it's just nothing science that is used as a form of propaganda to just keep you misinformed, right? Keep you not under, you just got more questions. This experiment just brought up more questions, didn't answer anything. And that's what the globular side continues to do. Random experiments that don't prove or disprove anything, and then they make an edited footage or they go on social media.
Well, Mr. Ryan, I think let everybody go over to King Nikos. He went live. I don't want to steal anybody's thunder at all. I'm pretty sure he's doing a good stream. I'm going to stop it here. Play out with a song, and if anybody wants to go to King Nikos, I've never been to his site. I have no idea what it's like. I don't know what he does. I've seen some of his videos just recently.
I just wanted to say something. I want to read what I posted.
Okay.
We say that you can't go to Antarctica by yourself. Like, you can't just decide we're going to go to Antarctica and fill a ship full of junk and all kinds of equipment and then just show up in Antarctica and just drop on the fucking land and then just start trekking across there. They're not going to let you do that. They're going to shoot you or they're going to chase you out of there. That's not how it works. The only way you're going to go across that border into the 60th parallel is if you're on some special trip where they're controlling where you go and what you're doing, and then you don't allow you to have anything where you could actually get away and go anywhere without them knowing about it. You understand? That's what it is. That's the problem. It has nothing to do with, yes, we know you can charter a boat and you can go down there on a cruise, but they're not going to take you to the place where you want to go. They're going to take you to wherever the touristy place is that they take people, which is usually just some bullshit camp that doesn't even real. Just some fake place that has a big hole in the middle where everybody says, look, and they put a magnet below it so that when you walk up with your compass, it spins around in a circle. Whoop you fucking do.
Well, I don't see that happening down there. You may break out a compass and watch.
There's no ball. I'm just saying it wouldn't mess with your compass because there is no pole in the south. So, but that's beside the point. The point is that's what they want you to believe, and it's all horseshit. So I'm sorry. I don't know what else to tell you. It's just not true. Right. Anyway.
Well, it's good to see everybody come over to watch my stream. I really appreciate you guys. Hey, Wicked Nemesis is over here. Hey, Wicked. Sit still there for a minute, mister.
No. I mean, I don't even understand their model.
Oh.
I mean, I've been trying to understand the fucking globe model for years, bro. I've been trying to at least figure it out so I can explain the problems with it. But it's so hard to figure out because everybody's got a different idea of what it is. I mean, I've literally been in 2 or 3 different arguments with people where they have completely different ideas on how the Earth really does what it supposedly does. And I'm like,
well, those are ideas. The idea you have to make observations that clarify your astronomy. That's what you have to do.
They never show me that. I don't know, dude.
Hey, Baza, how we doing?
Go out there in the ocean in international waters. I know this is true, bro. I'm not stupid. I've watched the Whale Watcher. Remember that show with the whale people? Like, dude, and even people on that fishing. Remember the fishing one where they go out and crab fishing? Even they've gotten in trouble for being in the wrong waters. Remember a couple of guys did that where they got chased out of an area because they're not allowed to go to a certain area. They're allowed to fish in that one area, and that's it. They're not allowed to go anywhere else. And there's people out there watching them.
Sea shepherds is what you're talking about, and the deadliest catch.
All that stuff. Trust me, there's boats out there all the time tracking where they're at and what they're doing, and they don't let them go where they're not supposed to go. Trust me. It doesn't work like you think. It's not like you could just accidentally end up in Antarctica, bro. It doesn't work like that. They're going to chase you out of those waters. You're not going. Not without a big ass ship and a lot of money. Then they might consider it, but even then,
you got to go through the channels, dude. That's the way it works.
Exactly. You have to go the same way everybody else does, down through the channel, down to the South America, and they're going to catch you, and they're going to say, "What are you doing here?" "Oh, well, we're just going to go over and see Antarctica." No, they're not going to let you do that. They're going to say, "Are Are you on a tourist? Do you have a group? Is there a group with you? No, we're just going where we want. We're just going to go right in and just landfall. No, I'm sorry, you can't do that. Well, why not? It's a free country, right? Well, no, it's not. It's a special place where nobody's allowed to go. Don't you get that? Unless you have a reservation.
I mean, we got tons of evidence to show people getting turned back, and
Well, I'm not saying that they probably would threaten you with killing you, but they'll just tell you can't be here. You either have to leave or we're going to have to drag your boat out of here. Like we're not going to take your crap. You're not going to get away. You're not going to run from a damn military ship. So it's not going to happen.
I think NOAA and a lot of the environmental organizations run that program, so they keep you out of there. Hey, Luke, how you doing, man?
Yeah, and there's probably a good legitimate reason why they don't want you there. I'm not saying that they're hiding anything in particular. I don't know. Maybe they're just protecting you from actually just getting stuck on the ice and then destroying some natural habitat. I don't know. But regardless of what they're doing, they're still regulating who goes there and why you go there. So period. There is no argument with that. You can try to shadow it and make it sound like it's some crazy ass, whatever.
Okay. Are you done ranting? No. I'm going to check out Nico and play out with a song, guys.
No, you're right.
And go over there, check out his stream.
I'm going back to family, but maybe I'll check out a little bit.
Yeah, I hear you.
Night,
My family's not doing anything till tomorrow, I don't think.
No. Bye, Barry. Bye, everyone. Love you all.
Bye everyone. Hey, yeah, Luke's there.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's my anus at? Yeah,
I saw him earlier.
Yeah.
He came in when we first started, so he's probably still watching, knowing him, or he's over at King Nico's right now.
Not everybody. Thank you for coming.
And I want to put on a decent song here for you folks, and gonna walk off the stage.
I like the one you played earlier. That was a good song. I like that one, even though it's an old, easy one. I like it.
Oh, the opera one?
No, I'm talking about the song you played at the beginning of the show.
And that was Mr. Cheswick. That's his opera for Brenda.
You played me when I whatever.
Huh. We didn't do that today. That had to be yesterday, dude. I don't remember playing a song earlier. I'll ask a blind man. We'll play him.
Maybe I'm time traveling. I just showed up today and yesterday.
I think you're just getting it all confused.
It's possible. Discombobulated. Yeah. Possible.
Yeah. There you go. Ask a blind man. He'll tell you.
Ask a blind man what he sees. Yeah. And what a deaf man hears. Yeah.
Well, ask him what he saw. Bye, guys. Night, guys. I'll see you on my next stream.